Cornerstone Las Vegas emphasized the importance of diversifying your portfolio to mitigate market volatility while still maximizing growth. Here to show you just how to do that is Anthony Napolitano, partner and investment advisor with Cornerstone Wealth Management. Anthony, how are you doing this morning?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure. So what makes your company different when it comes to planning and investing for retirement?
Well, I think every financial advisory firm does things a little bit differently. And what we have found works well for us is really initially just sitting down with our clients, having an initial conversation with them, it being really casual and understanding what are their financial goals, where are they at currently with their financial picture, and then really putting together a plan to help them accomplish those goals, seeing how their accounts are invested, what sort of risk are they taking with their different investments, and is their risk tolerance matching how they're currently invested. A lot of the times I'll see people who are maybe taking too much risk heading into retirement. And it's difficult when the market's going down and you're pulling money out for retirement income. That's a hole that's sometimes difficult to climb out of. And then sometimes clients aren't taking too much risk. So, our approach is really about diversifying our clients in different growth assets, protected assets, finding that right balance that works well for them.
With that mentality of diversification, and obviously every client's different, clearly nothing with this is a one-size-fits-all thing. So are there some things that people will want to bear in mind that is a commonality between all retirement plans?
Yeah, some of the things I see that's common is, wanting to have a plan for long-term care or health care. It could be one of the biggest expenses when it comes to retirement income. What happens if you need care, you need to go into a facility? How can that blow up the plan? Or what about the spouse, the surviving spouse? Are they going to be okay? Are they going to have enough? Another thing is taxes. What can we do to position your investments so we can reduce the taxes? How about the timing of when you turn on your different income streams? So to be tax efficient is important as well. We feel like that's important, so we started a tax practice which is separate from Cornerstone Wealth Management. So Cornerstone Tax Advisory is available to Cornerstone Wealth Management clients if they're looking for tax advice and tax preparation services as well.
What are some of the common mistakes that people make heading into retirement that you often see?
I'd say the number one is shooting from the hip and not really having a written retirement income plan. Knowing where are we going to go to if inflation ramps up more than expected? What sort of resources are we going to tap into for more income as cost of living increases? Another thing is taxes. How can we reduce taxes and be mindful of that to give you a better chances of having enough money to last as long as you need to? And then having that proper balance of risk. Sometimes I'll see people taking too much risk or too little risk, and really understanding the differences between the different investment tools that are available and diversifying those investment tools to give them the best chance in retirement and having the most confidence in the future.
I don't know if I can speak for a lot of people, but I often hear about and see people panicking about the volatility of the market. What comes up must go down, but things always balance around all over the place. So is that another common thing you see, that people call you up and panic about, the market's having a bad month or the market's having a great month? And, is that something that people need to just kind of chill out, if that's one of a better phrase?
Well, if they haven't done the proper planning ahead of time and know, hey, this is the bucket of money that I have that I'm going to have in the market. I'm not saying the stock market's right for everyone. I personally think it's good to have proper balance. But when the stock market is being very volatile and you're panicking, it tends to let me believe that there's really not a plan in place ahead of time to ride out any market storm. So I always like having kind of different buckets of money and segmenting the assets. So, okay, this is the long-term bucket that we're going to allow to grow in the market. And this is the safer bucket or protected bucket that we can rely on that, can't lose any money if the stock market goes down. And so, those types of investment, it's good to have balance between growth and protected. And so if you panic too much, it's because we need to reevaluate your plan and figure out the right balance for you.
That's great insight, Anthony. Thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thank you.
To get a glimpse of what they specialize in and how they can assist you on your financial journey to retirement, visit cornerstonevegas.com.